Hello everyone, welcome back to Knit Crow Addict channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to make this beautiful summer grace cardigan. This cardigan turned out really cute and I love the color so much. I hope you do too. I have free written pattern for sizes extra small go up to double XL, and I also have the PDF pinnable version is available for purchase, and I will put all the links in description below. And in the picture here, I'm wearing size small, and also in this tutorial, I'm gonna show you in size small. This is gonna be the part 1. For the part 1, I'm gonna show you how to make all the pieces, and for the part 2, I'm gonna show you how to sew all the pieces together. I hope you enjoy, and let's get started. Here is the material that I use for this project. For this project, you need size 3 lightweight DK yarn, and I use Patons Grace from Yarnspirations, and this is 100% mercerized cotton, and I use in color aggressor. Okay, and then in each ball is have 136 yards or 125 meter, and then for size small I use 6 balls. All right, I use the whole 6 balls. And then crochet hook, size 4 millimeters. Yarn needle, 4 stitch markers, and scissors. Before we start, I just want to talk about this pattern a little bit. So for this pattern is multiple of 6 plus 3 chains. If you don't know what is multiple of 6 plus 3 chains, so you're gonna make 6 chains, 6 chains, 6 chains, 6 chains, and at the end you're gonna add 3 more chains. All right, and I will tell you exactly how many chains that I made. And this is 6 row repeat, which is row 2 to row 7. As you can see here, this is row 2 to row 7, and then I gonna repeat that row 2 to row 7, row 2 to row 7, like that. If you want shorter, make less row. If you want longer, make more rows. Just repeat row 2 to row 7. Okay, so let's talk about the gauge here. So the gauge here is after block. Okay, it depends on what yarn that you use. So I block it by put in the warm water, not too warm, and I let it sit there about 15 minutes, and I squeeze the water out and I put it on the floor, let it dry overnight. Okay, and then I measure the gauge. Okay, so I have 18 double crochet stitches equal 4 inches. Let me show you. See, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. 18 double crochet equal 4 inches. And then I have 7 rows of this pattern equal 4 inches. Okay, so here I have 1 row, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The row 6 is kind of hiding, okay, because it's just chain space. And then 7. 7 rows equal 4 inches. Let me show you the row 6. So for the row 6, it's just chain space. Okay, and then let's talk about the panels here. So for this pattern, we're gonna make in 5 separate pieces. So we have 1 back panel and 2 front panels make exactly the same, and 2 sleeve panels make exactly the same. So let's talk about the back panel first. So for the back panel, we're gonna work from the bottom up. We're gonna make the chain this way, and then the chain that we make gonna be the width across back, and then the row that we make gonna be the length. All right, and then at the end we're gonna cut the yarn. So for the front panel, it's the same pattern as the back panel, but just smaller version. Yeah, we make the chain this way, and then we crochet this way, and then at the end we're gonna add the long tail enough to sew the front and the back panel together at the shoulder seam. two front panel make exactly the same, like that. So for the sleeve, I decided to be a loose fit but short sleeve. And if you want longer or shorter sleeve, it's very easy to adjust the side. And I will tell you exactly how you can do that. Okay, so for the sleeve, we're gonna make the chain this way. We also gonna work from the bottom up, work in row. We chain this way, and then the chain that we make gonna be the circumference of the sleeve. And then the row that we make gonna be the length. And then at the end, we're gonna leave a long tail enough to sew the sleeve into the main panel here. Okay, so after we have 5 separate pieces, we're gonna lay them like this with the wrong side facing up. We're gonna sew on the wrong side. So we're gonna sew the back panel into the front panel at the shoulder seam here. Use the long tail that we left earlier. And then we're gonna sew the sleeve into the main panel here. Use the long tail that we left earlier again. And then next, we're gonna fold the cardigan in half at the shoulder seam, and we're gonna cut a new strand of yarn long enough to sew the side seam and in the sleeve here. And that's it. And we will crochet around the edge later. Okay, and let's talk about the measurement here. The measurement is just for size small. Okay, so I have 20.22 inches width across back, and then I have 18.85 inches long. All this just for size small. Just check your side. All right, I think I got everything here, and let's get started. Okay, we're gonna make the front panel first, and like I said, 2 front panel make exactly the same, and I already make one here just to show you because both make the same. So here's what it looks like. We start right here, and here is the end, and then I leave a long tail at the end. All right, I put this on the side, and first make a slip knot. You can use any method you prefer for making a slip knot. And then I'm gonna make 39 chains loosely. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I will be back when I have 39 chains. I have 39 chain here. Here's what it looks like. And then row 1 gonna be the right side. For an odd number row gonna be the right side. For an even number row gonna be the wrong side. So row 1 is the right side. I'm gonna skip the first 3 chain and then make 1 double crochet into the next chain and then into each chain across. And then the first 3 chain that we're gonna skip is called as 1 double crochet. Okay, so I yarn over my hook. I skip 3 chains, and then into the next chain I'm gonna make a double crochet, but I insert my hook right into the little bump on the back of the chain, and then yarn over, pull up a loop. I have 3 loops on my hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That is the double crochet. I'm gonna make double crochet into the next chain. I yarn over my hook, insert the hook into the next chain. I insert my hook right into the little bump on the back of the next chain there. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And you also can insert your hook into the normal chain stitch as well, the V shape, totally up to you. But I just like to insert my hook into the little bump on the back of the chain. So anyways, I'm gonna make 1 double crochet into the next chain, and then double crochet into the next chain, double crochet into the next chain, and double crochet into the next chain, and double crochet into the next. All right, here is the bottom part looks like. The reason I insert my hook into the little bump on the back of the chain is give me very nice edge at the bottom. And again, whatever you prefer. Alright, I'm gonna keep making 1 double crochet into each chain across, and I will be back when I'm at the end of row 1. I'm at the end of row 1 here, and I have a total of 37 double crochet stitches across, includes the first 3 chain that we skipped to. Okay, and then for row 2 we're gonna chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then turn, or you can turn first and chain, doesn't matter. And then the first 3 chains always count as 1 double crochet. So I have 4 chain here. The first 3 chain count as 1 double crochet, and then the 1 chain there count as 1 chain space. And then next we're gonna skip the next stitch here and make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. So I yarn over my hook, I skip the next stitch, insert the hook into the next, and make a double crochet. And then chain 1, skip the next stitch, make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. And then we're just gonna repeat that across. We're gonna chain 1, skip the next stitch, and make double crochet into the next. And repeat that. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, make double crochet into the next. And repeat that. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, and make double crochet into the next. Very easy, right? Chain 1, skip next stitch, and make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Repeat that across, and I will be back when I'm at the end. I'm at the end here, but I haven't made the last double crochet yet. I just want to show you. So for the last double crochet, we're gonna make into the 3rd chain, okay? But chain 1 first. So I chain 1 here, I skip the next stitch, I'm gonna make 1 double crochet into the next stitch, which is the last stitch, right into the 3rd chain there. Like that. Alright, and then at the end of row 2, I have 37 stitches across, includes the chain spaces as well, okay? And then for row 3, we're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, and 3, and count as 1 double crochet, and then turn, and then we're gonna make 1 double crochet into the chain 1 space here, and then make 1 double crochet into the double crochet stitch, and then we're just gonna repeat that across. We're gonna make 1 double crochet into the chain 1 space, and then 1 double crochet into the double crochet stitch, and then 1 double crochet into the chain 1 space, and 1 double crochet into the double crochet stitch. Keep repeating that across. Okay, I'm at the end of row 3 here, but I haven't made the last 2 double crochet yet. I just want to show you. So before we make the last 2 double crochet, it'll look like this. So it's have 1 chain space there. We're gonna make 1 double crochet into that chain 1 space right here, okay? And then we're gonna make the last double crochet into the 3rd chain, because the first 3 chains always count as 1 double crochet. So here is the 1st chain, 2nd chain, and the 3rd chain. So I yarn over my hook, insert the hook right into the 3rd chain there, yarn over, pull up a loop, and make the last double crochet there. And here's what it looks like at the end of row 3. And I have a total of 37 double crochet stitches across. Alright, and then for row 4, we're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and then turn, and then make 2 double crochet into the very first stitch, the same chain 3 stitch here. So yarn over, insert the hook into the very first stitch there, pull up a loop, and make a double crochet, and then make 1 more double crochet into the same stitch. So see, we have 3 double crochet into the same stitch here, because the first 3 chain count as 1 double crochet. And then next, we're gonna skip 5 stitches, and then into the next stitch, we're gonna make a lace shell stitch. For the lace shell stitch, you're gonna make 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet all into the same stitch. It's called as 1 lace shell stitch. Don't worry, I'll show you. So I'm gonna skip 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then into the next stitch we're gonna make a lace shell stitch. So lace shell stitch, we make 3 double crochet first, 2 and 3, and then make 2 chains, 1 and 2, and then make 3 more double crochet into the same stitch. Okay, here's what it looks like. So see, I have 3 double crochet, I have 2 chain, and I have 3 double crochet all into the same stitch. It's called as one lace shell stitch. Alright, and then we're just gonna repeat that across. So we're gonna skip 5 stitches, and then into the next stitch we're gonna make a lace shell stitch again. So I skip 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then into the next stitch make a lace shell stitch. So we start with 3 double crochet, and then chain 2 and make 3 more double crochet into the same stitch. And then repeat that, skip 5 stitches, and then into the next stitch we're gonna make a lace shell stitch again. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then into the next stitch make a lace shell stitch. Make 3 double crochet first, and then chain 2 and make 3 more double crochet into the same stitch. Okay, here's what it looks like. So far we have 3 lace shell stitches, and then you're gonna keep repeating this until you have 6 stitches left, and then I will be back. Okay, now I have 6 stitches left at the end of row 4 here. We're gonna skip 5 stitches, and then into the next stitch, which is the last stitch, and right into the third chain we're gonna make 3 double crochet. So I skip 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then into the next stitch, which is the third chain, we're gonna make 3 double crochet. Here's what it looks like at the end of row 4. And see, we have 3 double crochet at the end, and we have 3 double crochet at the beginning. Alright, and I have a total of 5 lace shell stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Alright, and then for row 5 we're gonna chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and then turn, and then into the very first stitch there we're gonna make 2 double crochet in there. Alright, and we have 3 double crochet stitches into the same stitch, because the first 3 chain count as 1 double crochet. And then right into the 2 chain space on top of the lace shell stitch from the previous row, we're gonna make a lace shell stitch. Okay, so here 2 chain space, make a lace shell stitch. Again, lace shell stitch, we start with 3 double crochet, and then we chain 2, and then 3 more double crochet into the same space. And then we're gonna repeat that across. Into each 2 chain space we're gonna make a lace shell stitch. So the next 2 chain space here, make a lace shell stitch. We start with 3 double crochet first, and then we chain 2, and then 3 more double crochet into the same space. I'll show you one more time. here's the next 2 chain space. We're gonna make a lace shell stitch. Okay, here's what this looks like so far. And into each 2 chain space, you're gonna make 1 lace shell stitch in there, repeating that across, and then I will end the row 5 with you. Okay, here's what it looks like when I come to the end, but I haven't finished the row 5 yet. Like I said, I'm gonna end with you. So to end the row 5, we're gonna make 3 double crochet into the 3rd chain. So here is the 3rd chain. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Alright, see, we have 3 double crochet at the end, and we have 3 double crochet at the beginning of the row, and we have 5 lace shell stitches here. Okay, and then for row 6, we're gonna chain 1 and turn and make 1 single crochet into the first stitch here. The chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch, okay? So into the very first stitch there, I insert the hook there, yarn over, pull up a loop. I have 2 loops on my hook. I yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. That is a single crochet. And then I'm gonna chain 5 loosely. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then into the 2 chain space, we're gonna make a single crochet. So insert the hook into that 2 chain space, yarn over, pull up a loop, and make a single crochet. And then we're gonna repeat that across. We're gonna chain 5 loosely. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then into the next 2 chain space, we're gonna make a single crochet. Insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, make a single crochet. Like that. Just keep repeating that across. So chain 5, and then single crochet into the next 2 chain space, chain 5, 1 single crochet into the next 2 chain space, chain 5, 1 single crochet into the next 2 chain space, and then chain 5, and then make the last single crochet into the 3rd chain. Here's what it looks like at the end of row 6. And then for row 7, we're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and turn. And then the first 3 chain again always count as 1 double crochet. And then into the 5 chain space, we're gonna make 5 double crochet in there. So right into the big space here, make double crochet. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then make 1 double crochet into the single crochet stitch right here. And then we're gonna repeat that across. We're gonna make 5 double crochet into the 5 chain space here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then make 1 double crochet into the single crochet stitch. And repeat that. I show you one more time. We're gonna make 5 double crochet into the 5 chain space here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then 1 double crochet into the single crochet stitch. Oops. Okay, here's what it looks like so far on row 7. you're just gonna keep repeating this across, and then I will be back. I'm at the end of row 7 here, but I haven't made the last double crochet yet. I just want to show you. So for the last double crochet, we're gonna make into the single crochet stitch here, okay? So after I make 5 double crochet into the last chain 5 space, I'm gonna make the last double crochet into the single crochet stitch here. And here's what it looks like. And I have a total of 37 double crochet stitches across. Alright, so from now on, we're just gonna repeat row 2 to row 7. Okay, so next, you repeat row 2 to row 7, 2 to 7, 2 to 7. Let me show you this one real quick. See my front panel here. So see, this is row 2 to row 7. And next, row 2 to row 7. See? And then next, row 2 to row 7. And 2 to 7, 2 to 7. Alright? If you cannot remember, just please rewind the video and watch it again. I just tried not to make this video too long, but let me show you a few stitches on row 8 here. So for row 8, we're gonna start repeat row 2. So row 8, we repeat row 2, we chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then turn. The first 3 chain count as 1 double crochet, and then the chain 4th there count as 1 chain space. So we're gonna skip the next stitch and make a double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1, skip next stitch and make double crochet into the next stitch. Repeat that, chain 1, skip the next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Repeat that, chain 1, skip the next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Like that. Just repeat row 2. Repeat the same thing. So yeah, I think you got it now, right? So at the end of row 8, you're gonna turn and start row 9, repeat row 3, and then row 10, repeat row 4, row 11, repeat row 5, row 12, repeat row 6, row 13, repeat row 7, and then just repeat that 2 to 7, 2 to 7, 2 to 7 over and over. For size small, I'm gonna repeat row 2 to 7 4 more times, and I will have a total of 31 rows total. Start count from row 1. Every size is different, and also if you want a shorter cardigan, make less repeat. And if you want a longer cardigan, just keep repeating row 2 to 7 more times. Alright, good luck. I will be back soon. Okay, after I repeat row 2 to row 7 4 more times, here's what it looks like. Okay, and I have a total of 31 rows. Start count from row 1 all the way up here, and this is the end of row 31, and then we're gonna make 2 more rows. So for row 32, we're gonna repeat row 2, and let me show you. Remember row 2 here, we chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first 3 chain count as 1 double crochet, and then the 4th chain there count as 1 chain space, and then turn, and then skip the next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next, and then chain 1, skip the next stitch, 1 double crochet into the next, and repeat that, chain 1, skip the next stitch, 1 double crochet into the next, repeat that, chain 1, skip next stitch, 1 double crochet into the next. Keep repeating that across like that. Here is the end of row 32, and I have a total of 37 stitches across, includes the chain 1 spaces as well. Okay, and then the final row, which is row 33, we're gonna repeat row 3. So we chain 3, count as 1 double crochet, and then turn. and then make 1 double crochet into the 1 chain space, and then 1 double crochet into the double crochet stitch, and repeat that across. 1 double crochet into the chain 1 space, 1 double crochet into the double crochet stitch, 1 double crochet into the chain 1 space. I have a total of 37 double crochet stitches across, and now we're done. And next you just need to cut the yarn. I already cut my yarn here. I leave about 18 inches long tail. Just make sure the tail that we have enough to sew the front panel into the back panel at the shoulder seam here. Okay, so I think 18 inches is good. And then after I cut my yarn, I just gonna pull my yarn out. Okay, here's what it looks like. And you need one more of this panel because 2 front panel make exactly the same. So I already make 2 of the front panel here, and then next I'm gonna show you how to make the back panel. Okay, next we're gonna make the back panel, and for the back panel we're gonna make the same pattern as the front panels, but we're gonna make a bigger version. Alright, so first make a slip knot, and then I'm gonna make 93 chains loosely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 93 chains here. And then again, row 1 is the right side. For an odd number row, gonna be the right side. Okay? Like I said, we're gonna make the same pattern as the front panel. So we're gonna skip the first 3 chain, count as 1 double crochet, and then we're gonna make 1 double crochet into the next chain. So I yarn over my hook, I skip the first 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, and then into the next chain, I'm gonna make a double crochet. Again, I insert my hook into the little bump on the back of the chain. That's what I like to do. So, and then make 1 double crochet into each chain across. Double crochet into the next, and double crochet into the next. Double crochet into the next, double crochet into the next. For the back panel, I'm gonna go pretty fast because I'm sure you know how to make it if you make the front panel already, because it's the same pattern. Alright, I'm just gonna keep making 1 double crochet into each chain across. I'm at the end of row 1 here, pretty long, and I have a total of 91 double crochet stitches across. And then for row 2, we're gonna chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first 3 chain always count as 1 double crochet, and then the 4th chain there count as 1 chain space, and then turn, and then we're gonna skip the next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then chain 1, skip the next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next, repeat that, chain 1, skip the next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, skip next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next. Alright, keep repeating this until the end of row 2 and I will be back. I'm at the end of row 2 here, and I have a total of 91 stitches across, includes the 1 chain spaces as well, okay? And make sure to make the last double crochet into the 3rd chain. Okay, so for row 3, we're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and then turn, and then make 1 double crochet into the chain 1 space, and 1 double crochet into the double crochet stitch, and repeating that across. 1 double crochet into the chain 1 space, and 1 double crochet into the double crochet stitch, 1 double crochet into the chain 1 space, 1 double crochet into the double crochet stitch. Alright, I'm gonna keep repeating that across and I will be back. I'm at the end of row 3 here, and I have 91 double crochet stitches across. Here's what it looks like at the end. And then for row 4, we're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then turn, and then we're gonna make 2 double crochet into the very first stitch there, same chain 3 stitch here. Okay, make 2 double crochet. So includes the first 3 chain, we have the 3 double crochet into the same stitch, and then we're gonna skip 5 stitches, and then into the next stitch we're gonna make a lace shell stitch. So skip 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then into the next stitch make a lace shell stitch. For the lace shell stitch, again we start with 3 double crochet first, and then chain 2, and make 3 more double crochet into the same stitch. And then we're gonna repeat that. We're gonna skip 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then into the next stitch, make a lace shell stitch. So make a 3 double crochet first. And then chain 2. And make 3 more double crochet into the same stitch. It's the same pattern as the front panels. Okay? Okay, I'll show you one more time. We're gonna repeat that. We're gonna skip 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And into the next stitch, we're gonna make a lace shell stitch. Start with 3 double crochet first. And then chain 2. And make 3 more double crochet into the same stitch. Like that. Alright, just keep repeating that across, and I will be back when you have 6 stitches left. Okay, now I have 6 stitches left at the end of row 4 here, and then I'm gonna skip 5 stitches, and then into the next stitch, which is the last stitch, and right into the third chain, I'm gonna make 3 double crochet in there. So skip 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then into the next stitch, right into the third chain there, I'm gonna make 3 double crochet. See, we end with 3 double crochet, and then we start with 3 double crochet, and I have a total of 14 lace shell stitches. So for row 5, we're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and then turn, and then into the very first stitch, I'm gonna make 2 double crochet in there. And includes the first 3 chain, I have 3 double crochet here. And then we're gonna make 1 lace shell stitch into each 2 chain space. Okay, so the first 2 chain space here, we're gonna make the lace shell stitch. So we start with 3 double crochet first, and then we chain 2, and then 3 more double crochet into the same space. Oops, sorry. Okay, and here is the next 2 chain space. We're gonna make a lace shell stitch in there. We make 3 double crochet first, and then chain 2, and then 3 more double crochet into the same space. Here's what it looks like so far, and I'm gonna show you one more time. So next 2 chain space there, we make a lace shell stitch. So we start with 3 double crochet, and then chain 2, and 3 more double crochet into the same space. I go pretty fast because like I said, it's the same pattern of the front panel. So here's what it looks like. You're gonna make one lead shell stitch into each 2 chain space across, and I will end the row 5 with you. Okay, I'm at the end of row 5 here, and like I said, I'm gonna end the row 5 with you. So to end the row 5, we're gonna make 3 double crochet into the last stitch, which is the 3rd chain. So right here, make 3 double crochet there. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, and I have 14 lead shell stitches the same, and then for row 6 we're gonna chain 1 and turn, and then make 1 single crochet into the first stitch right here, and then chain 5 loosely, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then make 1 single crochet into the 2 chain space, and then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then 1 single crochet into the next 2 chain space, and you're gonna repeat that across. Let me show you one more time. I chain 5, and then I'm gonna make 1 single crochet into the next 2 chain space. Okay, just keep repeating that. So next you're gonna chain 5 and make 1 single crochet into the 2 chain space, chain 5, 1 single crochet into the next 2 chain space, repeating that across, and I will be back when I'm at the end of row 6. I'm at the end of row 6 here, and for the last single crochet, make into the 3rd chain. Okay, so I have 5 chain here, and then I'm gonna make the last single crochet into the 3rd chain here. Just want to show you. Alright, and then for row 7 we're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then turn, and then make 5 double crochet into the 5 chain space here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then make 1 double crochet into the single crochet stitch, and then 5 double crochet into the 5 chain space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then make 1 double crochet into the single crochet stitch here, and then we're gonna repeat that across. So make 5 double crochet into the 5 chain space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 double crochet into the single crochet stitch. Here's what it looks like so far. You're gonna keep repeating that across. So next you're gonna make 5 double crochet into the 5 chain space, 1 double crochet into the single crochet stitch, 5 double crochet into the 5 chain space, 1 double crochet into the single crochet stitch, repeating that across, and then I will be back. Here's what it looks like. And at the end of row 7 I have a total of 91 double crochet stitches across. And next you just need to repeat row 2 to row 7, 2 to row 7, 2 to row 7, like the front panels. Make exactly the same. Okay, so for size small I'm gonna repeat row 2 to row 7 4 more times, and I will have a total of 31 rows total. Start count from row 1. And whatever amount of repeat you make for the front panel, you want the back panel to have the same amount of pattern row repeat. Okay, so yeah, let me show you a few stitches on row 8. So for row 8 I'm gonna repeat row 2. Okay, so I chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then turn. And then first 3 chain count as 1 double crochet, and then the fourth chain there count as 1 chain space. And then I'm gonna skip the next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. And then chain 1, skip the next stitch, 1 double crochet into the next. And then repeat that, chain 1, skip the next stitch, 1 double crochet into the next. Like that. Just repeat row 2. It's very easy pattern. Alright. I'm just gonna keep repeating row 2 to row 7 4 more times, and then I will be back. Good luck. Okay, after I repeat row 2 to row 7 4 more times, and I have a total of 31 rows, start count from row 1 here, okay? This is the end of row 31. And then next, for row 32, we're gonna repeat row 2. I will show you. So, row 2, we repeat row 2, we chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the first 3 chain count as 1 double crochet, and then the fourth chain there count as 1 chain space. And turn, or you can turn first and chain, doesn't matter. And then we're gonna skip the next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. And then chain 1, and then skip the next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Repeat that, chain 1, skip the next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Oops. And repeat that, chain 1, skip the next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. And just keep repeating that across. So I chain 1, I skip the next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next. Chain 1, skip next stitch and make 1 double crochet into the next stitch. The last double crochet make into the third chain. Don't forget that. And then for row 33, we're gonna repeat row 3. We're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And turn. And then make 1 double crochet into the chain 1 space. And then 1 double crochet into the double crochet stitch. 1 double crochet into the chain 1 space. 1 double crochet into the double crochet stitch. Just repeat row 3. Alright, keep repeating this. I'm at the end of row 33 here, and make sure to make the last double crochet into the third chain. Okay, and I have a total of 91 double crochet stitches across, and then next you just need to cut the yarn and weave the end. So I already cut my yarn here, and then pull my yarn out, and I will weave the end later. Here's what it looks like. Beautiful. And next, we're gonna make the sleeve. Okay, for the sleeve, we're gonna make 2 exactly the same. I already make one here. I just wanna show you. So for this cardigan sleeve, I decided to be like a loose fit and short sleeve. And if you want a longer sleeve, feel free to add more rows. It's very easy to adjust the length. Okay? And for the sleeve, we're gonna make the chain this way. Work from the bottom up. So the chain when we start gonna be the circumference of the sleeve. And then the row that we make gonna be the length. And at the end, I leave a long tail enough to sew the sleeve into the main panel. And I use double crochet stitches for the sleeve. Alright, let's get started. Okay, first, make a slip knot. Use any method you prefer for making a slip knot. And then I'm gonna make 71 chains loosely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will be back when I have 71 chains. I have 71 chain here, and then for row 1 gonna be the right side. For an odd number row gonna be the right side. Okay, so I'm gonna skip 2 chains and then make 1 double crochet into the next chain. And the first 2 chains that I'm gonna skip doesn't count as a stitch. Okay, so I yarn over my hook, I skip the next 2 chains, and then into the next chain I'm gonna make 1 double crochet. And again, I like to insert my hook into the little bump on the back of the chain. You can also insert into the normal chain as well, the V shape, totally up to you. and then we're gonna make 1 double crochet into each chain across. So 1 double crochet into the next chain, and then 1 double crochet into the next chain, and then 1 double crochet into the next chain, and 1 double crochet into the next chain. Alright, I'm gonna keep making 1 double crochet into each chain across, and I will be back when I'm at the end of row 1. I'm at the end of row 1 here, and I have a total of 69 double crochet stitches across, and then for row 2 we're gonna chain 2. 1 and 2. The first 2 chain never count as a stitch, and then turn, or you can turn first and chain, doesn't matter, and then make 1 double crochet into each stitch across. So I'm gonna make the first double crochet into the first stitch here, and then double crochet into the next, double crochet into the next, and double crochet into the next. I'm gonna keep making 1 double crochet into each stitch across, and I will be back when I'm at the end of row 2. I'm at the end of row 2 here, and I have the same. I have 69 double crochet stitches across, and then for row 3 to row 17 I'm gonna repeat row 2. Okay, and now if you want a shorter sleeve, make less row, and if you want a longer sleeve, feel free to add more rows. Just repeat row 2. Alright, and every row you're gonna have the same amount of these stitches because you not increase or decrease. And let me show you a few stitches on row 3 here. Just repeat row 2 from now on. So we chain 2, never count as a stitch, and then turn and make 1 double crochet into each stitch across. So I'm gonna make the first double crochet into the first stitch here, and then double crochet into the next stitch, and double crochet into the next, and double crochet into the next. Just repeat row 2. Alright, I'm just gonna keep repeating row 2 until I have 17 rows total, and I will be back. Okay, I'm at the end of row 17 here. Here's what it looks like. And like I said, if you want longer sleeve, feel free to add more rows. Just repeat row 2. And after I reach the end of row 17 here, I cut the yarn. I leave the yarn about 40 inches long tail, enough to sew the sleeve into the main panel this way. Okay, so yeah, after I cut the yarn, I just gonna pull my yarn out, and then I'm done with the sleeve. And you need 2 of these exactly the same, leave a long tail exactly the same. And after you have 2 of these, and next I'm gonna show you how to sew all the panels together, and I will show you how to do that in the part 2. I'll see you there.